Where property will surge. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, or for me today, hashtag not sponsored, $1 coffee, and let's have a look at this article from news.com.au where we'll be discussing where property will potentially surge. This is originally from The Advertiser, written by Jessica Brown. The South Australian suburbs and towns where property sales and prices are rising. So, is this just some FOMO to get you in? Is it to introduce you to potentially a source or report that you want to buy? We'll have to see. SA property market is booming, but some areas are performing better than others. See the full list of 121 suburbs, guys, and this isn't a joke. They've got 121 suburbs and towns where you can, jump in, full list, and we'll show it here today, to get into the property sector, guys, where sales are rising and prices are starting to follow. So maybe if you get in now, early, quick, ignore that FOMO, just borrow, jump in. Wait till you see the list, guys. Wait till you see the list, because it's just crazy. So now, where's this coming from? Well, let's read this first. Regional South Australia is the country's strongest property market based on sales growth, a new report reveals. Really? Really? And the Victor Harbour area is a standout performer. Victor Harbour in South Australia. Well, you know what? We'll have a look at that. Well, why not right now? We'll go Victor Harbour, South Australia. Victor Harbour, South Australia. Sold. Oh, Victor Park, Victor Harbour. Am I spelling it right? Yeah, I am. Oh, nope, I'm not. Victor Harbour, South Australia. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's see what's sold there, as opposed to what's for sale. We'll jump to the map. So here we have it. So here's Victor Harbour, near Port Elliot. Where is it? Okay, down at the bottom. Down at the bottom of the bay there. You've got Kangaroo Island there, which was really ravaged by the bushfires. I remember going to the beach here in Adelaide when I visited, and I asked them, where are your waves? And they showed me these little things like a foot high. Apparently that was a wave. So Victor Harbour, what do we got here? So an Encounter Bay. These look nice. 300 and there you go, 335. Sold for 420 on the 30th of August 2020. How can we filter this? How recent can we get? Past. Let's go past week. Okay. Oh, well, there's only one sold in the past week. Oh no, wait. There we have 140,000 for some land. A 3-bedroom for 400,000. 400,000. So let's have a look here. So what do we get for 400,000 there? You get some nice views of the island. You get a, yeah, no, it looks nice. Not complaining. Decent kitchen. Okay, so you're in a unit complex. So that means there's body corporate fees and maintenance costs. Oh, is that the view from your balcony? No, because you're on the ground. Why are they showing that aerial view? Let's have a look at the... Nope, we don't want to go to Foreign Affairs Publications. Have a look here. So you got a little 3-bedroom unit with views. Not bad. Not bad for 400,000. We'll zoom out here. What do we have? 475 for a 4-bedder. Hindmarsh Island, 159. Sold on the 1st of April. What's in Inman Valley? 580 grand for a 5-bedder. There we go. 447. You could get some decent places, it seems, in little corner block. There, not much of a yard, unless it's... Yeah, no, not much of a yard. You seem to get some decent houses in South Australia as opposed to other parts of the country, guys. Okay, block of land for 160. So, yeah, I mean, you could build something nice there. And here we go. Something a bit further out. What, 4-bedroom house, large veranda, a chicken coop, workshop. Prepper's Paradise, guys. Is that a dirt road? Yep. Even got a little lake, a little bit of lawn. Not bad. Not bad. Let's jump out to a month. we can see what's all been selling out there. 475, 125 for some land, 445. See, to my Queenslandian eyes, and well, really all the property we've been looking in the past few days here, these prices seem quite reasonable. There we go, that's a bit more expensive. 700, 87,000 for some land, 315 for land. So land's getting expensive out there. Two better for 275. So we'll jump back here. So HotSpotting's price predictor index for autumn 2021 shows 29 of the 33 regional South Australia locations ranked in the report were identified as rising markets. The report, written by property analyst and HotSpotting founder Terry Ryder, analyzes sales activity in every suburb and town across Australia to determine where prices are likely to rise, decline, or remain consistent. It said a rise in sales activity across many of the state's regional areas was already translating into price growth, which was likely to continue. Now, I didn't think in this video, you might notice, I've had to add government to the rescue again. It seems to be kind of like a meme I'm adding to my videos now, particularly when it comes to anything to do with property. Because here's the thing, everyone. You've got to appreciate how much intervention has gone into the market. There's three things that I'm like to just hammer home. You know, the first one, and I'll refer to it again, is keeping the zombie companies alive, trading while insolvent provisions. We're going to have about 5,000 expected in the next year of companies to go insolvent, go under, or have external administration. And when they go in external administration, most of them just get liquidated, guys. JobKeeper, nearly 9% of the Victorian workforce at one point was supported by JobKeeper, guys. That is not natural. That's not normal. You've got to remember that when people are making these predictions about property shooting up, this is all money and resources flooding into the economy that wouldn't have existed there in the past. And the problem is that can manifest in the Cantillon effect. And I'm going to, remember, if you've seen this before, you can go, oh, Florian pulling out the Cantillon effect again. True, but for someone it's the first time. It refers to a change in relative prices resulting from a change in money supply. The change in relative prices occurs because the change in money supply has a specific injection point and therefore a specific flow path through the economy. Now, here's a quick quiz, everyone. What do you think we're all obsessed over in this country here in Australia? You know, why do you think I can find so many articles about property here in Australia? We're obsessed with property. So the first thing was, keeping the zombies alive. The second thing is juicing the market. The cash rate is down at 0.1%. You can't see it on that chart, guys, but I can bring it up on this other chart here, and it's kind of pointless to even show it, everyone, because it's just so low. 3% used to be considered the emergency level if you go back just a few years. There's going to be people that growing up, they know these low rates. That's what they're going to hear as teenagers. We've got home builder, guys. That's surging and supporting the construction sector. Look at that jump in building approvals. First home buyer grants and supports state discounts, stamp duty discounts from waivers, up to 88 grand in some states, guys. You've got the 5% government loan guarantee, which is really scary when you look at what happened to America. You've got negative gearing that everyone is doing, guys. It's not just the rich. It's the Australian way to minimize your tax. It's how the Australian government is, pushing resources into housing, into property, because it's that feedback loop, and they want you all to provide cheap housing because it sounds good, but the problem is it inflates the price of housing because it increases demand for it. And then we had the good old special super withdrawal. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the paternalistic nature of super, where governments forces us to pay a portion of our wages to the banks and the unions to manage on our behalf because we're dumb little plebs. But you have to admit that those one-off withdrawals, a lot of people who didn't use it on gambling or boob jobs put it aside for house deposits. And then we also have reducing the housing supply with just the mortgage holidays, which is unheard of, and the uncertainty in the market. There were so many people are just putting money aside, and now they're feeling a little bit more confident. They're flooding back into property. So whenever you see anything like this, where people are making these predictions and they're saying, oh, look, all these suburbs where property is going up, you have to remember how much intervention the government has thrown into the economy, guys. It's significant. Would you have anticipated any of this? It's all unnatural. And That's what worries me, is that the government is going to double down on this type of intervention, and there's an opportunity cost to it. Future generations are going to have to pay the burden. Future generations are going to have an inflated property sector, and the economic complexity of our country is going to continue to go down. I'll bring up, one of my other favorite websites, and I'll bring that up here. The Observatory of Economic Complexity. Bear with me for one moment. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, the complexity of our economy is going down. And this is to do with the goods that we manufacture and export. Australia is ranked 82nd in the world, everyone. We've got an economic complexity of 0.16. These are our biggest imports: iron ore, gold, coal. And these are what we're importing. Much more advanced. We may be a first world nation, everyone, but we're not producing advanced things. And that's my issue with the implications of just driving investment to housing, the long-term consequences that it's going to have. And people just don't see it, or they don't care. They only have the short-term perspective, political leaders included. So, Victor Harbor Council was considered a standout market because sales in suburbs, including McCracken, Victor Harbor, Encounter Bay, and Port Elliot, were climbing and higher prices were being achieved. So this could also be people that are coming out of or are used to the Sydney and, Melbourne prices, maybe even Brisbane, and looking at Adelaide going, you know what, I can get a lot more value for my money. I can have a better quality of life. Harcourt's South Coast principal, Mark Ford, said the region had become more popular during the pandemic as people sought a lifestyle change. Well, we saw that the acreage, or kind of acreage, the mini prepper property. There's actually a game out at the moment called Mr. Prepper, where you live in this police state and they come and inspect your house and you have to build like a bunker underneath your house, which actually looks kind of fun. They'd be the perfect property for that. So, since last May, we've been getting increasingly busier and the demand's been growing, he said. A lot of properties are selling within a couple of weeks being listed. Meanwhile, a record 92 Adelaide suburbs were identified as rising markets in the report. 92 Adelaide properties, guys. Isn't that fantastic? So, and we've already gone through government to the rescue here, so we'll jump over that and we'll have a look at who is providing this report. HotSpotting. What about them? Have you heard about them? Are you familiar with them? Well, this is them. This is them, what we do. Our business is helping people achieve their dreams. Their dreams. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. I'm not selling you this online course, because I'm with the Lambo or the millionaire. I want to help people. The great Australian dream, the retirement dream, the wealth dream. We're happiest when customers tell us they achieve their goals and that we help them get there. Our mission. We're in the business of helping people achieve their dreams. They've said it twice in 2 sentences. Just as home buyers seek their dream home. Wow, they used to, oh, come on. Dream. Okay. Do they use dream in this one? Research-based to get the best information. So, there you go. This is a report. You can get $187 including GST. So $170 plus $17 to the Fed. So, that's what they are. They're a property research organization. Looks like they sell this information to people, among other things. Let me know if you've ever gone through it, because, we're getting the list of suburbs, but it's only a taste. You'll find often people will just give you a taste. You can see it all in the YouTube advertisements for dropshippers. So, where will the properties surge? I know you're all excited. We've had a look at some properties. Where will they surge, everyone? So, because of COVID-19, people have changed their attitudes. People don't have to go to the city to work now. They can work from home, he said. Well, that's true, but we'll have to see how long that lasts if it manifests as a systematic change in people no longer needing the offices. Because then that will start to materialize in real estate investment trusts that are going in the commercial sector. So they want to look at the beach while they're working. Do you want to look at the beach while you're working? Maybe it's a bit of a fantasy. You don't want the light on your computer screens. Have you managed to ever work outside? I guess you can, partly. Depends on what you do. Maybe you could do sketching or taking notes. Rosewater is a very good working class area where families can buy around the 500,000 mark. Late last year, John Graham bought a house in Rosewater, a suburb he felt confident investing in, as it was an improving area. I was looking at Largs, Semaphore, but the markets were crazy, he said. I was pretty confident buying in Rosewater, thinking it wasn't going the other way. I will do improvements later on, but it was something I could move straight into. So, I just want to draw your attention to this chart. This is showing the affordability for potential first home buyers, at least last year. And, well, that's obviously going to change at the moment. And this is showing you all the property above, or, well, the bottom is your income distribution. If you're in the 60th quartile, if you're in the 80th quartile, and this is what proportion of what properties are affordable to you above the line. So if it's above this line, here in Brisbane, it's about 60% are affordable if you're in the 60th percentile in income. And if, you know, up here, say 70, about the same thing. Doesn't make that much difference, really. Where's Adelaide? Adelaide. It's not even on this. Oh, yeah, it is. It's this one here, so nothing's really affordable. Because, well, that's the definition of using 30% of your household disposable income to get into the property. So, just keep that in mind when they're talking about these properties. So where will property surge? This is the regional rising market. Now, what they've brought up here, these are all the regional properties. And we will just bring up Google Maps, everyone. Because there's one I want to draw your attention to Murray Bridge. Murray Bridge. Because, you know, so here it is, Murray Bridge. We zoom out, you know, so it's near the Murray, obviously, because there's a bridge to cross the Murray River. Because here's the Murray, going all the way up here till it turns into the border of Victoria and New South Wales. There you go. So, you know, you got a bit of a journey out from Adelaide. Not too far, though. Not too far. What are the directions to Adelaide? South Australia. How long would it take? So 53 minutes. So an hour drive from it, 74 kilometers along the road. Not too bad. You could do that commute, guys. You could... Oh, wait. I'm going different ways. Oh, look. Wow. I didn't know. Let's see if we go this way. Well, that way... Wait a minute. Wait. We want to go... Sorry, I'm having fun here now. Oh, look at that. Well, I learned something new there. If you want to go this stupid way, it'll take you 2 hours. But anyway, if you're not playing around with Google Maps, it'll take you about an hour to get there. So you could do the commute. You could do the commute. And we're looking at this chart here. We can see that Murray Bridge is 220,000, which is their median price. And the property type is houses. And why did I pick out Murray Bridge? Well, I think it's a good example just to make sure you do your own due diligence and research when you're looking at any of these things. Because I thought I'd have a look at, you know, get some quick census data. The population at 2016 is 14,500, 49.4% male, 50.6% female, 39% median age, 3,683 families, over 6,600 private dwellings. The median weekly household income in 2016 is $879. That isn't very much, everyone. That's not much at all. And then we have, you know, over here, the median monthly mortgage repayments is just over $1,100. The median rent is $220. Now, I know this is out of date, but it still puts it in perspective. 2016 wasn't that long ago, everyone. It's a low-income area, low socioeconomic area. And then we also have this little chart here, Murray article here from the ABC, and I'll let you go through the whole thing. But Murray Bridge squalor and drug problems evident to police during Travis Kirshner manhunt from 2018. So, you know, it's one of these properties on this list, this regional market. I mean, it's the whole bloody, it's all of South Australia. Here's the ones in Adelaide, guys. I mean, look at it all. It's every single one in Australia, in South Australia, pretty much. I mean, I guess it's convenient that other people are doing the research for you and selling the reports. But what is the takeaway from this, guys? What is the solution part of this video? And I'm simply going to say, always be skeptical. You know, now here's I got a picture of the amazing Randy. Just always be skeptical whenever you get any of this information from people, particularly if they say that, you know, their business is to help you achieve your dreams. Always be really skeptical. To me, that is a warning sign, a huge warning sign. Maybe I'm just becoming a cynical old bastard, but, you know, maybe we all need to be. You know, as always, thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Am I just being too cynical and too skeptical? Do we really, you know, do we want to get that information so we know where property prices are going to surge in Adelaide? Ignore the FOMO, guys. Just pay extra above reserve, because then you'll get on that realestate.com article. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.